Hello, it's me, Jessica Bieber. So Pristin disbanded. While I can't say I was a really massive Pristin stan or they were my ults, I am so disappointed about how these girls were treated, and it just shows how horribly women are treated in the K-pop industry, and this is a problem that I've talked about on live streams and a lot, and Pristin is just one of the big examples of how women just get slept on and ignored in K-pop. I don't want to direct any hate towards boy groups for the way girl groups are treated because it's not the boy group's fault. They're just doing their job. It's the management and the people behind the industry, the people who aren't performing, the people who run these companies. They're the ones who are at fault. So before people blame 17 and New East for Pristin's disbandment, blame the management, not the groups, because they haven't got anything to do with it. So while this can't be said for certain, I do believe that Pristin going inactive for such a long time was due to the fact that they didn't make that much money as of their first two singles. But the thing is, that is just such a stupid reason to just put them on this long hiatus because they don't sell enough albums. Every group starts somewhere. You can't expect a group to sell millions or loads of albums in their first two comebacks. You have to grow. Look at BTS. They started in a new company. They weren't selling as much albums as they do now. Now they're so big. And that's the case for so many groups. Like, you guys will be able to name just loads and loads of groups who started quite small and then ended up big. I do believe that Pristin had what it takes to become a big girl group. But of course, Pledis didn't want to bother with these really talented, gorgeous girls because they weren't making as much money as the other groups in their company. Looking at this from a business standpoint, I just don't see any other reason on why they put them on such a long hiatus. And it's just so unfair to them. They really could have gotten big in my opinion. I personally like their music and I wanted to get into them after they had a comeback, but that's just not going to happen now because they're disbanded. And it was the girls' choice to disband, and if I'm being real here, maybe it's for the better that they ended this chapter and started with a brand new fresh one. Now the girls can either come back by themselves, new groups, but I just think that maybe it's for the better now to get this closure so we can see them do new things and hopefully they can thrive in that environment over the toxic one that Pledis provided where they were just slept on and kept in a basement. I also want to touch upon the people who are blaming Kyla for the disbandment because of her scandal with her being overweight, which she's not. She's not overweight, she's perfectly healthy. There's just different types of body types. And I'm going to keep on saying that to the day I die. Kyla is not fat or anything of the sort. If the reason Pledis put Pristin on this hiatus was because of Kyla, hypothetically, that would also just be so stupid. I think Kyla has what it takes to break Korean beauty standards, just like so many other idols, like Hwasa, Amber. If you just show your personality and show how charming you are, she's talented, she's charming. If Pledis gave her the opportunity to show Korea and the world how charming she is, then there would be no problem. She has what it takes to break standards, but like the other girls, she got locked up in a basement or whatever the fuck happened to Kyla. So now Kyla and a few other members are out of Pledis. I hope you guys can all support them as well as supporting the ones who stayed in Pledis. Let's just hope that all of them get what they deserve, which is recognition for their talent. I know that Kyla is starting a YouTube channel. Hopefully the other girls will debut some other way. And let's just try and support the girls no matter what. I know that Pristin did have a loyal fan base. A lot of them were ex-Produce fans or some of them stand for the new members. Pristin obviously had this sisterhood where they all loved each other. So it's just such a shame. Loads of them were trainees for years. I think Sion was a trainee for like 11 years. It's so sad to see all that hard work go down the drain because of what? Absolutely no reason. Pledis are shit. They're just shit. I can't say anything else apart from Pledis are shit. They're shit, they're shit, they're shit. So as of today, the day I'm filming this, Pristin have officially disbanded and we have now seen another example of women being mistreated in K-pop. If Pledis just knew how to manage a girl group properly, then this girl group would be big, and I know they would, but they're not. They just continue to be stupid. They slept on Pristin like they did with After School. They just can't help but treat women like shit. And, you know, I'm not surprised because of the way they just slept on After School as well. So while I'm not surprised that Pristin have disbanded, I'm still disappointed and I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just so annoyed. Let's just try and support all the individual members no matter what they do. If they debut in a new girl group, they become a YouTuber, they become a soloist, whatever they do, let's just try and support them, show our love, so we can give them the recognition that they didn't receive from Pledis. I'm gonna quit ranting now. Thank you guys for listening to me. Let's love women, let's support women, okay? I don't know what else to say. I'll see you guys later. Bye now.